Alright, so we're gonna discuss rage tanking this time. First things first, in your generated mods, we're gonna make this quick. Get the power mods. Power mods is a W. I'm gonna tell you why. I used to do 2 health and then 2 power mods, but I end up just doing all power because I feel like I didn't need all the health. I have so much health, it's like I don't die. So, dominance for sure. You can do either 2 Doms or 2 Restos. I would just go all Dominance with Rage. If I was maybe Atomic or something like that, I would a little bit of Resto, just a little bit. Not a lot. I have these might mods because you know I DPS. Come on now. Anyways, the reason why I have power mods instead of health mods is because with your power rate, right? The more power you have, the more power back you get from power regen from things like cyborg and shit like that in your passive power regen. That's the only reason why I have it, so I can self-sustain and I don't have to worry about needing a troll and shit like I don't want to need a troll. I have walk it off as my first ally support. I'm gonna show you why in a second. I have Swamp Thing. He's pretty good for tanking things like that. I'm gonna go explain it further in just a second. Let me get to a sparring target. Okay, now that I'm here at the sparring targets, uh, so I was saying that, you know, I have walk it off. I like to use walk it off on my tank side because I have the blue lantern power. Where is it? This blue lantern power, surging barrier, is really, really OP, and I feel like it's kind of slept on. I see a couple tanks not really using that. The reason why I use that is because if you look at my power bar, right? I'm gonna just kill a little bit of power. If I kill a little bit of power and I'm going to use a supercharge right now, look at that, 400,000 power back. It gives you it maxes out your power bar. So this is a self-sustaining tank build. You don't need a troll with this. You really don't. So let's get into it. First things first, your stats. You want focus super powered. So you can get that power regeneration back just like I was just saying. You see? You think you would want to spec into hybrid or something like that, but no, this you don't need this for this game. Spec into super powered, get your critical healing magnitude, and go straight health here. No, there's a no-brainer. You have to go straight health here as a rage tank. Dominance. You spec into that dom, help those shields a little bit, help those shields get a little stronger with that dominance. So with health, right? As a rage tank, I'm gonna explain it as if this is your first time ever using rage. I know most of us know how to use it, but some people don't. There's a lot of new people in the game, so I'm explaining it as if I'm talking to somebody who's brand new to the game. As you can see, I have 2.3 million health, right? With rage, with this power right here, Rage Bringer, this is going to be your second ability on your first tray. This is your pull. This is how you pull aggro. Alright? Alright? It's your pull. You see? You pull ads, it pulls. That's what it do. Not only does it pull, but when you pull, you buff your health up. You see that I'm at 2.4 million now? If you spam this, you keep spamming this, your health just pretty much keeps going up. Look at that. I'm at 2.5 million now. That buff lasts for a while. I don't know how long it lasts, but it lasts. This lasts long enough to be noticeable. So, we're going to go down the loadout tray. If you know what these powers do already, take the loadout, be on your way. I'm explaining it, over-explain things to the people who don't understand how to rage tank. So, We got remorse recovery. We got severe punishment, right? We got eviscerating chains. I'm gonna get on the iconic powers in a second. You know, we have our hard light shield. That's an iconic power. Redirect rage, shield higher. All right. Now with the iconic powers, we rocking two augments. We rocking four actually. We have the white lantern. We have the blue lantern. We have the fire. We have the water. Okay. Okay. I have these leveled up, which gives me access to these other powers. Okay. This comes from my fire augment array. Stoke Flames. You want Stoke Flames. It's really OP. An amazing burst heal. How do you pronounce this? I don't know. Immolation? Immolation? I don't know. Well, there's the fire shield. You put this on with Stoke Flames, backdraft, you'll be good, right? You want to use, let's see, from the White Lantern tree, Life Shield for sure. This shield is amazing. When it breaks, it heals you. Okay, that's what it does. Simple enough. Blue Lantern ring. You want the Surgeon Barrier for sure. This is a no-brainer because it works with Walk It Off. Works with Walk It Off. And as you can see, I'm also running the ultimate supercharge mod in the head, which grants 15% supercharge back to me. I'm also rocking increased health on my white Mars on the chest. And what have I got right here? Fortified assault. Yeah, it increases your defense while not blocking. You want that. Generation. None of this really matters for real. I'll just show you how to use the loadout. Oh, what is this?
Wow.
This
Do
elite.
these things
That's
come in
hard.
any size besides ginormous?
Oh, this guy went healer. I was I was hoping he wouldn't go healer. I can just tank this without a healer. Really show the loadout.
Nice. Scratch that engineering robot.
Alright. So those who don't really know how to rage tank, I'm explaining it. You pop your rage crash, right? You don't listen for the rage crash. Don't do that. Don't be a noob. Don't listen for it. Just look at your loadout bar at the bottom. And as soon as it meets that halfway mark or whatever, like right there, pop eviscerating chain, you won't rage crash. All you gotta do. You don't need to listen out for rage crash at all. Just look at the loadout bar. Most of the time I play this game on mute. The only reason why I'm not playing this on mute is because I'm actually making this video and I don't know. I like having the sounds and shit on the video. Well, this is your rage tanking. This is all I can get a Q for right now to really show me tanking. It's fucking 4 in the morning right now, so can't really get no raid groups or anything like that.
If you look at the scoreboard at this clip, I'm actually battle tanking and I almost out DPS the DPSs, which they're like 524 and shit like that. But no shade to them. But I switched to battle tank mid fight because I feel like the damage was too slow and I almost out DPS them. But if I would have been battle tanking the whole time, I'd out DPS DPS. If you want to check out my battle tank loadout, the video's up now.
So, as I was explaining, for Rage Crash, people that don't understand, we're going to go into the traits, right? For severe punishment, you gain 10% control resistance and become enraged, healing back a portion of the damage you've taken for 8 seconds. So, while I have this for 8 seconds on or whatever, I'm gonna be healing back the damage, right? See, it's healing, but it's also damaging me. The page is also damaging me as well. But anyways, after you suffer from rage crash, causing all heal damage to instantly return. So, to stop this rage crash from attacking you, well, damaging you so much, you want to use remorse recovery, right? In tank role, while the effects of this ability are active, damage caused by rage crash is significantly reduced, and you gain, what is that? Oh yeah, you gain fucking increased defense 45% while not blocking. That's exactly why I have that on. And for my neck mod, I have fortified assault, which is also increases my defense for an additional 10% while not blocking. So when I'm like moving around or pulling ads and things like that, like damage that catches me off guard is not going to do too much damage to me, in theory. So let's see how much defense I get from that. I have what, 1 million defense right now. If I pop most recovery, 1.3. I don't know how much that is. It looks like it's like roughly 300,000, give or take. Anyways, so this significantly reduces the damage from rage crash. So you pop these two together. When you enter, you pop these two. You start pulling to buff up that health, right? To get that health buff up there. Get that health 2.6. So you go in, rage crash, pull, 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 pull. This is what I do. Whenever I'm about to rage crash, eviscerating chain. I don't listen out for eviscerating chain at all. I just wait until it reaches that halfway mark. Look, the halfway mark right there. Eviscerating chain. Eviscerating chain stops the damage of rage crash, as you can see right here. While performing this attack or combo, damage caused by rage crash is ignored. And if the target is below 35% health, it deals extra damage. This is also a 35%er. But you're not worried about that. You're worrying about it stopping you from rage crashing and dying. Because you don't want to do that. Dying is a bad thing. Dying is a no-no. So, if I'm starting a raid, I go in, shield, boom, boom, boom. Pull everything in the room. Pull, pull, put your backdraft, E-chain. That's all you got to do. You can use this first bar. You can use this first bar the entire time and be good tanking. You do not have to use the back bar. You really don't. But we're going to talk about what I have on the back bar. The back bar, I have Stoke Flames, which is a really good heal. Give you some nice good burst heals. If you need to heal, you switch to this back bar. You clip these three together, you'll be good. If you clip all four of these together, you'll be insanely good. Right? You go to this back bar, you clip this, boom, boom, boom. Clip both of them shields together. Boom, you're healing up. You're getting crazy heals. Alright? I have ire on this bar as well. I have ire here just because it simply is a group immunity. I really don't have it for me. I have it for my teammates. Because sometimes you need to pop immunities. You need to give your group immunities sometimes as a tank. You know? Just to stop them from getting stunned or anything like that. Or maybe if they need to res some people real quick, you pop that immunity, you heal everybody. I mean, not heal everybody, but you know, you make everybody control resistance go up. That's another part of your job as a tank. I used surging ore on accident. God damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. Well, anyways, yo, I also have life shield here. These are flex spots. You can change these. You can change all of these, really. These are flex spots besides redirect rage and like hard light shield. I wouldn't change these two. You want a shield. You want shields that you can clip together. You cannot So you can clip all three of these together if you would like. You can go boom, boom, shield, surging. It all stacks on top of each other. So that's my back bar. That's what I have on my back bar. Life shield is just an extra shield. That's all it is. It's just an extra shield. Now let's talk about the allies I have. Why do I have Swamp Thing here? Swamp Thing is just who I have to work with. If you have somebody like Superman, something like that, like somebody great for a tank, you can use that. But this is just what I have. I'm a DPS most of the time. I don't tank. I only tank like elite content where we don't have a tank, and I hate doing it. I like DPSing. But anyways, the reason why I have Swamp Thing in slot 1 is because he's the best one in slot for me right now. Because he releases a healing pulse as he pulses as he lunges at the target. But if you have this elite backup with him, where is it? Where does it say? Where does it say? Where is it? Oh yeah, when you have the synergy ability with them, as you can see, it buffs Swamp Thing's damage up and deals bonus damage or whatever. But it gives you 30% defense. So let's see if I can see this in action. Right now my defense is at 1 million. Let's see. If I pop this Swamp Thing, my defense should go up. Yeah, you see that? Defense just going up, just going up. So they're really, actually, really oh my god, it's still going up. Let me see what happens if I pop this with it. Look at that. Defense is crazy. So they're really good for tanking if you don't have like, the necessity things like we're gonna talk about my artifacts. That's another thing. As I said before, I'm a full-time DPS. I have DPS artifacts. I do not have tank artifacts. So what I would suggest is Pages of the Black is it's amazing for everything. If you're not using Pages of the Black, you're selling yourself. Like Pages carries every role. We're gonna go over here and look at the tank mods. This is a tank guide. This is not really
Do I look like your
a
mother?
one-for-one
What
loadout.
are you
This is a
going
tank
on
guide.
about?
If I was to be a full-time tank, what I would put on is, let's see, we're gonna go down this list. I will put on Refractor for sure as a rage tank because when you pull as a rage tank, you get more health. With this artifact, it literally does the same thing. It grants you health when you pull. That's just going to further your, tank ability as raging. This, what is this? Is this the one that picks you up when you're down? I'm not sure. I think this is the one that, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to say anything about that because I don't know. This one right here is pretty great. This one's for max health and shit. What does it do again? I'll just get hard and, yeah, no. Every man's prototype is okay. You definitely want manacles. Definitely want manacles. It stops you from being one-shotted. If I was a full-time tank, I would definitely put this on. But I'm not a full-time tank. Mystic Symbol of the 7 is pretty good, but it's really, I feel like this is better on Atomic and Fire than it is Rage. We're gonna, let's see. What we got here. Any more tank arts that I haven't mentioned? I don't know. I'm not too keen on all the tanking, to be honest. I just tank with what I have. I feel like this game is not that hard to be trying to be like, you know, maxed out tank. A mid-max tank can get to most of the content in this game. What else? Did I discuss everything already? Did I discuss my skill points? Oh shit. What I'm expecting, skill points, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. Discuss my allies. I'm running the dominance implants. I had the resto ones here because I was a healer. That's the crazy thing about it. I was a healer. But realistically, if you're tanking, you want, you know, all tank ones. But mines aren't leveled, so I just had the healer ones maxed out. I'm gonna go back to healer power anyways. I'm not liking tanking, to be honest. To say one thing, meant to mention one thing. So with the surgeon barrier, right? It's a it heals you when you use a combo power. I forgot to say that, right? It gives you 3 hard light shields, right? To defend you, reducing the damage you take. Combo abilities deal extra damage and pulses out a heal at the cost of 1 shield, healing yourself and group members. Group members affected by Hope Burn Bright heals more. So you're not going to be giving people a Hope Burn Bright buff. But if you use this, right, and then you use Eviscerating Chain, which is a combo, boom, it throws out a burst heal. Throws out a burst heal for you and your teammates. You can just, boom, boom, boom. You can sustain really good like that because not only do you have that, you're healing yourself with this, you're healing yourself with Stoke Flames, you're healing yourself with the shields that you pop because you have on Regenerative Shielding white mod, which heals you when you use a shield. So it's like it's really hard to die. It's hard to die as a fucking tank nowadays. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. I'm out of here. That's all for me.